Yeah, Doug is obviously not here. But his machine is better at booming, and so the 4v4 is inside pocket, and MangudAI is not really as good inside pocket and need a solid individual to who is, um, I guess, more well-rounded. So obviously Doug is not here either. I mean, sometimes it may be a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes the lumber camp. Okay. Sometimes it is questionable, about if some AIs are stronger or weaker than others, and that's very, very opinionated. So, what I think an AI may be stronger or weaker, or does better in 4v4 or 2v4, 2v2 is, might be different than what you would expect, but or what you would choose. But in the end, a choice had to be made. So. Esty. Screaming coops! Welcome to the tournament, Screaming Coos. Have you been hiding this entire time in the crowd and just haven't been speaking? Cooking vegetables without chatting to us? They would expect you to be able to do two things at once, Screaming Coos. Cook vegetables and talk in Twitch. I'm gonna have to start thinking about what I want for dinner tonight. It's so difficult. More importantly, what is my cat Brandy going to have for dinner tonight? She's already bothering me for it. Brandy, no, you're not getting more food right now. This is not food time. My cooking Hilo is not as good as my playing Hilo. Oh. Kitty Co-caster. Yep. Brandy sometimes has to make an appearance. No, you're not sitting on my stomach right now. Go somewhere else. I love you. Go away. Okay, good girl. So Wattle is going up into feudal age. Have you used Doug's test AI before Screaming Coos? This is the oldest AI inside the tournament. I actually did not suggest. I just want to make it very clear to everyone. This was not a choice that MrElephant made. This was a choice that Philosopher made. Even though I do like Doug. I mean, I do really like Doug. But this was a Philosopher choice. So, what's going on? Okay, going up into feudal age, he was waiting on his 33 population. He's not the oldest AI, but he is the oldest one of the for AV2. But he is one of the oldest. But definitely good AI for the early days. Would Wattle want him on his team? Probably not. Is it older than the sample AI? Yes. Doug's AI was actually a prototype AI, so it was actually made in the beta and started development in the beta, and it was made by Doug Brooks, which is the developer for the game. So he actually had a note inside. I can share the webpage if anyone's interested in me doing so. Is anyone attacking yet? Doesn't look like it. But I always have to go rediscover things when I don't want to lose track of the game. I saved it on the Wayback Machine so when I rediscovered it. Then I found out that it was just inside ER's old AI package. So, but I found the original. I don't want to miss out on a game. Yeah, the old AI is older than some people who are watching the stream right now, for sure. So Doug is going for the attack. Go, Doug. Go. Attack with all your might. Here it is. I've got if you're interested in the old stuff like I am, here's the page, and I'm going to turn on the Twitch, and there you go. So if you're looking for the original page of it, where you can actually download it yourself, there you go. And Doug talks about it himself. How does MrElephant find these things? He has a lot of time. Calynn inside Castle Age. MangudAI appears to be going for the attack. Calynn already doing trade cards. Oh, I have time except for during the last week of the month, which I do not have time. That's where I have to do overtime. Overtime is never fun. Goes to see if Doug is prepared for Wattle's attack. Looks like he isn't. He's going to be in trouble. Research the two-handed swordsman, Doug, quick. Hurry, Doug. Hurry. Hurry, Doug. Oh, never mind. You're dead. You've got an SDA on you. MangudAI. Camels? That's not very nice. Counter unit. So this looks like one of those 1v1 games. You might have to finish this one up tomorrow, guys. Meaning the other 1v1. Or the 4v4. You might have time for the 1v1. Or 2v2. We won't be able to do the 4v4 tonight. It's going to be too late. So Calynn is basically dead. Doug is not looking good. Squires are having a bad day. Two microgods just living their best life. Uh-oh. Wattle has decided to change his opponent onto MangudAI. I like user patch machine, Chromie. Norman Duck is one of my favorite scripters. I have a lot of favorite scripters, but Norman Duck is one of my favorite that I wish was still around. And I think I've told Leaf this. I wish that Norman Duck was still around. How could he leave us all behind and not want to do scripting anymore? Especially now that DE is out. All the old guys should come back and want a script. Marathon was around, I want to say, like 2 years ago, and he was actually chatting a bit. I thought that he was going to, sound like he was thinking about working on a new AI or working on Thermopylae. But then then he went quiet again, which was weird. I have a feeling that some of the old guys feel a lot of, I guess there are a lot of differences between DE and user patch, so they feel a little bit overwhelmed by those differences, and they don't want to do all the cleaning up, and they don't really want to start fresh. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, all the DE says. You know, there are a lot of them. Wait a second, did Doug come back? Looks like he did. Good for him. He even has 2 rugs. Now Wattle says that he's confident. Calynn's looking dead. I mean, doesn't have a town center. Still has some villagers, but I don't see a town center for the AI. Gandalf was made for HD. I didn't think it was made by Marathon. Yeah, I really like Doug. He's a good AI. I don't know if he really deserved to be inside this competition, but you know, Philosopher won a minute, so you know. Sometimes you just have to let things go and let Doug participate, even though he's old. He started on a very early prototype version of the game, actually. I think that he had. There's actually 2. I think there's a beta version of the AI, which is not this version. This is the one that was released on the actual web page. But there's the beta version of it, and then there's like a super early version of it as well, which I think only sends like chat commands or something. I can't. Yeah, but that version basically nothing. But there is a different version that plays on like the version 9 prototype. So Doug went through many iterations. Yeah, Gandalf is an HD AI, I think. But I think it. Oh, you found it on AOK Heaven too. But I know it's on Steam as well, and he's made updates for that on there. But I don't think it's been recently updated. But you could use it on HD. I don't think it was as powerful as Nightmare, 4th, but it probably plays better than. Yeah, I think it's important to still release AIs on AOK Heaven. I did that with Karon. I don't do that with all of the AIs, but I do release the AIs on. I do release Karon on Age of Kings Heaven. I think it's appropriate to do so. Another castle is going up for Confident Wattle. I think MangudAI is going to be having some trouble here. Unless Doug comes in to help. I wouldn't want to be, relying on Doug to be carrying the team. Even though he does have some Teutonic Knights. Good for him. Yeah, it's still on the Steam Workshop too, Screaming Coos. So maybe there are a couple of AIs on there. It's hard to keep track of all the different places that people can submit AIs. Yeah, a couple of the AIs have some funny comments. One of my favorite ones, Screaming Coos, is Dr. Evil. If you've ever used that one, you should download it and put it. If you've got like a 4v4, put that AI inside Pocket. Dr. Evil. It's on Age of Kings Heaven. He's not very strong. If you don't put him in Pocket, he'll probably die. But I mean, he's around CD level, maybe a little bit stronger in strength. Uh-oh. Hopeful Wattle is going to try to end this. Cavalier coming out for Doug. Castles are doing a lot of work this game. Yeah, that's one of the funniest things I think as well. I didn't notice that until someone brought it up previously. I don't remember who. Maybe it was Wattle himself. Oh, the MangudAI are dead. Not looking good. siege elephants coming in. I think Doug wants to go for the attack. The old man's grabbing his cane and he's going to go help his ally. Look at that large attack group right there, guys. He's going for it. He's even telling us where he's going to go. Look at that. He's going to go over here. And he's going to go attack that enemy. Look at him go. How kind of him. Kind of difficult for a 75 pop AI to go against a 200 pop AI. Not even in the 125 pop days. This is a 75 pop day AI. Look at all those castles. You know, even one castle is devastating towards an old AOC or AOK AI and got 3 perfectly positioned. He needs some siege. Doug is speedy and angry. Doug's had enough. He wants this game to end. He's got 40 villagers and he's not afraid of using them to boost his economy. Maybe this game could turn into a Legend of Doug, where they actually do defeat Wattle. Esty probably wouldn't be too happy about that. Old Elo legends. That's great. Who's that old Elo legend that does the walling? I forget what his name is. Oh, does the catapults, and I know somebody wanted to make an AI based off of him in the community. Oh, what is his name? And he completely walls, and then he goes a bunch of siege. What is that? Yeah, Screaming Coos. You've seen that one, the Black Forest player. Yeah, I think he's pretty old as well. I think they said that he's over 70 to 80 years old. So 112 villagers, 149 total pop. Kalen's dead. We've got Doug with his 50 villagers and normal stuff going on there. Wait a second, what's going on? We've got, oh, this is MangudAI with the 9 MangudAI. So yeah, and then we've got Doug with 41. So, and some population. Yes, Randy, we'll feed you some dinner after this. Now go away. Got some converting going on. Yeah, that's it. Fat Slough. Somebody should make. I know I saw a thread on this. They were talking about how I think it was Leaf who responded about how walling is difficult with the DUC placement that they were. I think it's an interesting concept. I'm not sure how the walls would work, so you'd have to. I'm not sure how hard it would be either, though. After you got the walling done, and then it would just be, I guess, usual coding. But I think just getting the walls working right is the hardest part. That whole concept. Yeah, I mean, some AIs are able to do that DUC walling, especially around the towers. So, I mean, it's not impossible to, it's not an impossibility, it's just. I think this might be the last game, folks. We're approaching. We're not going to be able to run another one tonight. When a clear winner hasn't been decided. We'll stick around until this one's over. I want to check on the rocks again. So 2 rocks there. How much does Wattle have? Does he even have any? No, so they gave the rocks to the other team. It's going to be a bad thing if. Down to 87 population, 3 rocks over here. Looks like Doug is doing some damage. These 2 Tonic Knights are putting on some pressure. No, did you guys hear my stomach growling? That's embarrassing. No listening to that. Yeah, Brandy's hungry. She hasn't been feeling well these past few days. So, have to get her some food. Well, this is about as good as a game that I think MangudAI and Doug can expect by teaming with each other. Surprised by how, if they actually do take this, this will be very, very impressive. Poor Kaylin. But Kaylin did get upper market before she completely passed away, so I mean that's the most important part, I guess, is that aspect of being able to trade. Getting these castles down will really help Doug. Yeah, Wattle is confident, but how confident is that confident Wattle? I mean, he's decreasing in bill pop, so that, I mean, another castle has gone down. This is looking bad for, I think, Wattle. And if you look at the score, you can clearly see that Doug and MangudAI are very, very far ahead at the moment. And this is looking kind of gruesome, in fact. If only Caelyn hadn't died so early, Wattle would have had a good partner. But MangudAI finished him off so early that her off so early that it became a bad situation for their team. These Teutonic Knights are cleaning up now. This is over. I think we can go up to 4.0. All I've got to say is wow. To be able to just do that is incredible. I feel like it was a very close game. Probably the best game that we saw tonight. We're just going to give Doug and MangudAI a little bit of victory time over here, and we'll head on out. I thought we'll be seeing very many other games as unique as this one. We're this close. But congrats to both MangudAI and Doug. Victory well deserved. The power of friendship. Let's go look at Doug for a second to see what he's got. 43 goes, and it looks like he's at max. He's not training anything else. So if it's a 75 pup AI, it looks like he does go over the max a little bit from me. Oh, he did a little few conversions. Oh. Did he convert some of those cav archers? Well, there you go. Let's see how many conversions happen. 37 conversions? That's a few more than I was thinking. So, good job to both teams. A lot of snipes from MangudAI. Can be at 200 pop. Yeah, it was definitely a pretty good game right there. So I'm going to actually write down that score, and then we're going to head out for the evening. So we'll pick up with the second game of that set tomorrow, and then so we've got one victory for Wacky Machine over Trouble and Barb, but who knows? Tomorrow it could go the other way. Definitely might see that. So on that note, I'm going to head off. I'm going to do the midnight things over here, well, late afternoon things, and I guess I'll see you guys here hopefully tomorrow. So thank you all for joining, and we'll see you then. All right. So